I've been sleeping naked since I was a teenager. It's just who I am. I get overheated at night, and honestly, clothes twist around and annoy me while I sleep. So when I moved in with my roommate, I made it very clear from the beginning. In my room, I sleep naked. When I leave my room, I'm always dressed, shorts at the bare minimum if I'm heading to the bathroom or getting water late at night. My roommate has always known this, and it's never been a problem. We knock before entering each other's rooms, there's respect, and everything has worked smoothly. But then his girlfriend stayed the night for the first time. We all get along, we've watched movies, grabbed food together, nothing awkward. She came to stay for a couple of nights, and one evening we ended up going out drinking. We came home late and exhausted, and we all just crashed. I went into my room, closed the door, stripped like always, and went straight to bed. Sometime in the middle of the night, half asleep, I remember hearing my door open. I barely registered it. I turned slightly, saw the outline of someone, and then they closed the door again. I didn't think much of it. I was half conscious and basically just rolled over and kept sleeping. Morning comes. I wake up, throw on clothes, step into the living room, and both my roommate and his girlfriend are staring at me like I committed a felony. Apparently, in the middle of the night, she'd gotten up to go to the bathroom but didn't know which door was which. The bathroom and my bedroom are right next to each other. She opened the wrong door, and boom, there I was, fully naked, asleep. She was mortified, not by the accident, but by the fact that I sleep naked at all when she's around. Suddenly, she's upset. She says it was inappropriate, that I should have known a guest was staying over and should wear something to bed, and that she felt uncomfortable knowing I was just naked in a room nearby. My roommate backed her up, telling me I needed to start wearing clothes to sleep since she'd probably be spending more nights here. They basically made me feel like I was some kind of naked menace. My argument was simple. I was in my room, door closed, sleep, private. Her opening my door, by mistake, is not my fault. I didn't choose to flash anyone. I wasn't wandering the halls naked. I was in my own private space, and she walked into it. But apparently that logic didn't matter. Even days later, my roommate continued bringing it up, acting like sleepwear now needed to be a house rule. Meanwhile, I continued doing what I've done forever, sleeping naked, because I shouldn't have to change my entire routine for someone else's accident. Except, then he crossed a line. He walked into my room early one morning on purpose just to see if I was naked. He opened the door and made sure to catch me sleeping with nothing on, just so he could prove I wasn't listening. That's when I realized this situation was going way further than it should have. I don't even care if he sees me naked. We're guys. It's happened before. But the fact that he is now checking on me like some weird naked patrol officer, that's the part that feels wrong. I'm in my room, minding my business, and now I'm being monitored for what I wear or don't wear while I sleep. And I'm not changing. After a few days of awkward tension, I decided to solve the problem the practical way. I bought a doorstop. Since we're technically not allowed to change anything about the doors or install locks, this was the easiest way to make sure no one could accidentally or intentionally barge into my private space while I'm unconscious. And then I sat my roommate down for a real talk. I told him his girlfriend's discomfort doesn't automatically become my responsibility. I explained that she now knows which door leads to the bathroom, so this incident won't happen again. I even pointed out that he and his girlfriend definitely get naked together in the same home as me, and he said that was different because they hang something on the doorknob. Different how? They're still naked in the next room. Naked is naked. What does she think I'm gonna do? Come prancing out of my room at 3 a.m., swinging everything around like a circus act? I stay in my room. I stay covered when outside my room. The problem isn't me, it's the lack of boundaries on their end. If she's still uncomfortable, there's a solution. They can sleep at her place. He flat out rejected that idea. Why? Because apparently it's easier for them to sleep here. So let's recap that logic. I sleep naked, that's a problem. She sleeps here anyway, that's my problem. They could sleep somewhere else, nope, still my problem. His solution? I should change the way I sleep forever because one time she opened the wrong door. The entitlement is unreal. So I made my stance crystal clear. I will continue to sleep naked. I will continue to respect shared spaces. I will keep a doorstop to prevent accidents, and if that's not enough for them, they will just have to deal with it. My room, my rules, my comfort. If someone else can't handle the existence of my bare skin behind a closed door, that's their issue, not mine. Since the conversation, the drama has calmed down. He said he would talk with her and hopefully drop the entire subject. I don't think he wants to argue about my sleeping habits for the rest of our lease. And honestly, I'm glad this happened, because it made me set boundaries I should have set earlier. If you can't feel comfortable in your own bedroom, where can you? I'm not apologizing for sleeping the way I've slept for years. I'm not apologizing for her walking into the wrong room, and I'm definitely not apologizing for taking up space in my own home.